How's it going, everybody? My name is Nick, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about morning routines. Now, I'm pretty sure almost everybody has a morning routine, whether that be they wake up, go to the gym, or just take a shower and go about their day, whatever. But some people decide to take morning routines to a whole other level. Now, I'm sure that you've seen the viral video online of this guy, Ashton Hall, whose morning routine is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. Not only does he wake up at an ungodly hour of 3 in the morning, but he has a weird obsession with dunking his face into ice water. Maybe I'm just not alpha enough. I'm too much of a plebeian to understand the inner workings of what a true Saratoga water bottle ice bath does to your face. Maybe there's some hidden nutrients within the spring water. I'm honestly not really sure. I don't care to know, because I'm not spending $7 on a bottle of water when I have my kitchen sink right there. Anyways, I thought it'd be fun if today, together, we looked at this guy's ridiculous morning routine. Again, I'm sure you've seen the video, considering at the time of recording, it has 800 million views. That's more than the population of the United States. So yeah, together we're gonna watch this ridiculous morning routine, and then I myself am going to follow the routine to a T. I'm going to wake up at the hour that he wakes up. I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do whatever, and of course I have to do the ice water. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so first off, for some reason, I'm assuming these are pore strips or something, but let's just be so for real. Not only does it look like duct tape, but I don't think you're supposed to be putting pore strips on your mouth. Listen, I'm not that much of a skincare god. I mean, I do have somewhat of a skincare routine, but I don't put pore strips on my lips. That's just gonna rip off the dry skin. When I have dry skin on my lips, I do that weird, like, I don't want to use a pore strip for that. I'm gonna be pulling off the pore strip from my lips. It's going to remove so much skin. I'm gonna look like a medieval peasant from the 1700s. The bathroom sink is right there. There is absolutely no reason that you had to get the $9 bottle of Saratoga water and pour a little bit into a cup and swish your mouth with that. I'm 99% sure the only reason he's doing that is just to be like, yeah, f you, I can afford this, I'm rich. Dude, suck my dick. Alright, as you can see, he follows his routine by then going on the balcony and just standing there for a little bit, you know, maybe just taking in the scenery. And then he does push-ups, but the clock goes from 4:04 to 4:17. I refuse to believe that this motherfucker is doing push-ups for 13 minutes. Also, why in God's green earth is he squatting down like he's either A, gonna take a shit or riding it, bro? What the f?
So we're gonna be serious about the Lord's business.
Okay, so he sits there at his desk, you know, he does the little meditation thing where he goes, he does that for 2 minutes. Then he pulls out his journal, writes in his journal for 2 minutes. And then from the time between 4:55 and 5:30, what, he just watches TikToks, YouTube shorts? What? You know, I'm more of an alpha male than this guy, because I myself know that time is money. Time is valuable. I could have used that time to, you know, maybe pick at the cuticles, refine the cuticles of my nails, maybe shave my eyebrows a little bit, or maybe sell some courses. I don't know. Okay, now this part is the one that gets to everybody. The fucking Saratoga ice water face dunk. Why are you using Saratoga? Again, I literally just mentioned this, but you have a sink right there, yet you choose to use the expensive bottle of water. Personally, dude, I will never understand obscenely rich people who are just like, they make an insane amount of money and then they just decide to do things like this. I'm not sure if it's an ego thing, if it's just, yeah, I'm better than you, I can afford this water. Dude, fuck off. Like, it's just so lame. This entire morning routine so far is unbelievably ridiculous. I'm not really sure what he's been doing in some of the intermission time, I guess. Maybe he's just sitting there jerking off. Maybe he's watching some alpha male preach thing. I don't really know. This guy really seems like a Patrick Bateman type figure. Okay, now this is where things get funky. So, our good friend Ashton Hall over here jumps into the pool, right? You know, after his little gym sesh, he gets a little swim done in the pool. If you notice right here, he dives in the pool at 7:36, and then the time changes to 7:40. Was this motherfucker just idle in the air for an entirety of 4 minutes, and then he's just stuck like that? What the f? I don't know if this is some type of editing mistake. Maybe he's a sorcerer. It's almost like he glitched in a video game. That's what I'm picturing right now. He's just in the middle of a dive, floating there idly. As you can see here, he just got an assistant to pass him a towel because Ashton Hall is no simpleton. No, he never does anything himself. In fact, he has a human footrest. But he goes and takes a shower, you know, which is cool. I mean, like, I shower. I haven't showered in like 7 days. And then he does something that scrambles my brain a little bit. I'm not sure how this is beneficial. Maybe I'm just not that tapped into the skincare iceberg. But this dude rubs a banana peel on his face. What the f?
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000. Thank you.
Yep, here we are again with yet another Saratoga ice water face bath. Why? I don't know why this is pissing me off so much. I'm pretty sure that one face plunge is enough for the day. You don't need to be going back and forth. And the cherry on top is that, you know, he's just too busy being so unbelievably productive that he himself needed to have somebody make his breakfast for him because, like I said earlier, as an alpha male myself, I can totally relate with this. I can never be doing things on my own. I always need to send the peasants below me to go do things for me. Yeah, and another bottle of fucking Saratoga water, whatever the How much money has he spent on water in this video? Probably, my guess is like 30. I don't know. It's so stupid. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand certain alpha males' morning routines. It's always puzzled me just how people casually, every day, voluntarily too, wake up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning to do an entire morning routine. This guy's morning routine is about damn near as long as his entire day. Think of it. He wakes up and, let's say, gets started at 4 in the morning, and by the time he's done at 9, that's an entire 5 fucking hours, dude. That's like a third of a day. But like I said, I myself don't understand, and I don't think I'm ever going to understand until I try this type of morning routine. So I have an alarm set for 3:30 in the morning. That's exactly 4 hours from now, and I'm going to be doing the Ashton Hall alpha male morning routine. Unfortunately, I'm just not in that wealth bracket. I don't have easy access to a pool. I will be replacing that time with something very productive. I'm probably just gonna watch TikToks. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I have about 4 hours of sleep. But whatever needs to be done to maintain the alpha mindset, I am willing to do. So without further ado, I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, so I did in fact wake up at 3:30 in the morning. Wasn't too fun. I barely got any sleep. And the first thing I did before showering, doing anything obviously, I had to put on a pore strip. I left it on for 10-15 minutes, and right as I was peeling it off, it left this weird black slimy sludge on my nose. I have absolutely no idea why. After washing this mystery black sludge off my face, I proceeded to brush my teeth. This is not something that you need to be a Sigma male to do. In fact, you should always be doing this. If not, no amount of money could ever convince me to smell your morning breath. And then I got deeply vulnerable, not only with myself, but with you guys. I wrote in my journal. I'm gonna explain what I wrote later. Wasn't anything too interesting, if I'm just being totally 100%. And then came the ice plunge. I grabbed my fancy expensive water and I put it in the bowl, and believe it or not, I think I was hating on this. I was a really big fan of it. I'm pretty sure I would have liked it a little bit more if it wasn't 4:30 in the morning. That was a little bit of an unpleasant surprise, but I did actually find the appeal in it.
Dude, if this is what being an alpha male is about, kind of fuck with it.
I rubbed a banana peel on my face too. I don't know why my banana smelled like farts, but alright, so quick update. I finished the alpha male routine. I did wake up at 3:30 in the morning. It is currently 11:53 a.m. I just got out of the shower, and what are my thoughts? I'm gonna be totally honest. Dipping my head in the water, in the ice water, actually was really refreshing. In fact, I voluntarily went for seconds, and I did it when I just got out of the shower. Now, I didn't jump into a pool because I'm not rich. I don't have easy access to a pool. However, I did go to the gym. I went to Planet Fitness at like 5:30 in the morning. I didn't film myself there because there were way too many old men there. And also, filming in a gym is kind of weird. And then I got home at around 6:15. You know, I sat there quietly, and just full transparency, I took my ass right back to bed, dude. I'm not about to stay up for the rest of the day. I woke up mad early. I got like 3 hours of sleep. And I ended up falling asleep on my bed, scrolling through TikTok. It's currently 11:54. And yeah, my ass was not waking back up. Now, what are my final thoughts on this entire alpha male thing? There's no way this Ashton Hall guy is actually doing this for real. I refuse to believe that he happily wakes up at this time and stays up for the rest of the day. He must barely be getting any sleep unless, what, he goes to bed at 7:30? But I'm not an old man with arthritis needing to go to bed. I'm not living in a senior's home. I'm 20 years old, dude. But yeah, if you're curious on what my journal says, it says, I am very tired. However, I am ready to conquer the day. It is currently 4:02 a.m. And that's all I wrote in my 2 minutes of journaling because I remember sitting there barely able to stay awake. I was so tired. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. What are my thoughts on this entire alpha male thing? It's not too much fun. It's exhausting. I refuse to believe that this guy is happy doing this every single day. I refuse to believe that he even does this daily routine every morning. I don't actually think that he does this all the time. It's probably just rage bait, but yeah, don't try this. My muscles are sore from working out at 5 in the morning. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.